Hi, hello friends. We are going to see a new series that is object oriented programming using Java, and it is especially for second CC department. And in this video we are going to see about unit 1 introduction to OOPS, and it is consist of object oriented programming concepts. So upcoming videos are going to explain about this particular topic. Can you guess what are these things are? This is nothing but a programming languages. It rules and world in various durations or periods of time. So now we can divide the concepts into two things. One is procedural programming, another one is object oriented programming. So these are the languages used for respective programming languages or programmings. And the procedure language is ideally is for small programs, and it is used for an straightforward logic. And for object is very suitable for complex problems, and it can be scalable, and it involves real world modeling. So in detail we are going to see about these two concepts. So we are going to see about procedural and object oriented programming. So for definition, programming based on procedures. So procedure is nothing but functions. So we will see about this particular thing in a brief manner. So in upcoming videos we will see one by one in brief detailed view. So this procedure is mainly based on procedures, and it is also called as functions. And object oriented is mainly based on objects and classes, and for procedure is top down approach, and object oriented follows bottom up approach. And it focus on the procedure is focused only on functions and logics, and it is focus and the OOPS is focus on data and objects. And for data handling, data is global and it can be accessed by any functions. And for in case of OOPS, data is encapsulated within the objects, that is data hiding. And for code reusability, so it is limited, we can reuse the code only through the function calls. Where in case of OOPS, it is highly usable, and it is done through polymorphism and also inheritance. And for security, and examples we already see, and this was mentioned here also. And for security, compared to OOPS, procedure language is very less secure, and object oriented programming is more secure. Data is protected by using many access modifiers. For scalability, the harder to manage the larger code bases, and for OOPS, it is easy to manage and scalable due to the modularity. And for real world mapping, OOPS procedures, it is difficult to model the real world scenarios, where in the case of OOPS it is very easy to design or use for the real world entities, and it is only used as an objects. And for main elements for procedure programming is procedures, functions and modules, where in case of OOPS, classes, objects, inheritance and encapsulations, polymorphisms are mainly main elements for OOPS. So aspects is nothing but the approaches, focuses and data handling, the how the code can be reused, and security, scalability, real world mapping and main elements are involved as an aspects for differentiating these two programmings. So in this video we saw about languages. Many languages are available, and based on those languages are mentioned with procedural programming and object oriented programming. And we saw about what is procedural and object oriented programming. So in short, the procedural programming is mainly used for small programs and straightforward logics, and for object oriented programming is mainly used for complex problems, and it is suitable for real world entities and real world problems. So in upcoming video we will see about the remaining concepts of OOPS. Thank you.